Dad don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no.
Hey everybody, Emily here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that my sound is better because I'm currently filming this video the way I would normally film my vlogs, by having my camera on a tripod. So I'm hoping that the sound is better. But it's also raining today when I'm filming this, and my dad is watching TV downstairs. So hopefully the sound is okay, but if not, then better luck next time. That's why YouTube is always a work in progress. But today I have another collaboration with Brittany, Miss Love and Life, here on YouTube. I will link her video in the pinned comment down below. So first of all, happy Halloween, because this video is dropping on Halloween, so happy Halloween. What were you for Halloween? I had my party a little early. We had it on October 23rd, and I was Elle Woods for Halloween. If you want to go see pictures, you can go follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is at Emily's Life on Wheels, the same as it is here on YouTube, and you can go see pictures of that. But with all the Hocus Pocus hype that has been around lately with the movie coming out, the second one, Brittany found this like movie slash like program thing on YouTube, or not YouTube, Disney Plus, I'm sorry. And it's the Hocus Pocus 25th anniversary, like Boo Bash, like Boo, like party, like Boo Bash thing. And we watched it, and this is my review. And Brittany's, like I said, will be linked down below in the pinned comment. So now I will be honest with you, I did fast forward through some of this because they had a lot of like musical things, which I mean, I understand, like it was like kind of like a concert and like a whole evening, but I just didn't think it was relevant to what was going on. So I like fast forwarded through that because that was just, I was like, what is this? That doesn't fit, but whatever. So some of my bullet points go as follows. And if I'm looking over here, it's because I have my notes on my iPad. So that's why I'm looking away. But you can't see me because this is a voiceover. I loved that they opened by thanking the fans for 25 years and saying that like we're loyal and they're the only reason that they're successful. Like, of course it's not the only reason that they're successful, but I really love when people are like humble about it and say like, oh, thank you for either watching our movie or watching our videos, or you know, stuff like that. Because without the I mean, you could say consumer, fan, whatever you want to call it. Without all of them, you know, none of that would be possible, obviously. I mean, of course they would have a movie, but, you know, would it go anywhere, you know? So, and all of them said never in a million years did they think what it would be today. And that was 25 years ago. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe, because my memory is like, my short-term memory is like really bad. Like if I don't tell you something right away, it's like boom, gone. But I believe that when we did our first original review of the first Hocus Pocus, that we said it was going to be 29 years. So this was filmed a while ago, but Brittany will confirm that probably in her video, because she's always been like the behind the scenes of everything. And speaking of Britney, we hear the voice of Binks, which is Britney's favorite character, Binks the Black Cat. Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical, one of my other favorite Disney franchises, movies, whatever you want to call it. I was obsessed with that when I was in elementary school. I mean, let's be real, I'm still obsessed with it, and I can't wait to get my nieces into all of the Disney movies and stuff that I watched. She was the host of it, and she sings Come Little Children, and it was so good. It looks like they had a whole live studio audience for this, which was super, super cool. And then in the beginning, Corey Fisher, who I believe was a guy from American Idol who won. I'll be honest, I haven't watched American Idol in forever. But yeah, I believe he was an American Idol guy. They give like a speed recap of what the original movie was about. And they give a lot of behind the scenes and interviews with the screenwriters and costume people and makeup and blah blah blah, which I thought was cool. Which I hope I'm not stealing Britney's thunder when I say this, but it actually the original idea for Hocus Pocus was that it was gonna be a bedtime story with a different title called Disney's Halloween House. And I said this earlier, but I just wrote it down, and I said, I love how everybody is so thankful for everything, even after 25 years. Like, I really do. Especially, like, Kenny Ortega, which, this was before High School Musical, so, I mean, I guess, whatever, but, like, they were all really thankful for, High School Musical, too, like, the franchise and stuff. So it's just, like I said, it's just really nice to see people be thankful, and I liked the set for it. They had like a smoking, bubbling witch's cauldron, which was nice. And so this is where like I started to like fast forward through things, because even before the behind the scenes with like the screenwriters and stuff, they had like singing performances, and I'm like, well, yeah, but why not just cut those and do just the behind the scenes? I mean, maybe it's just because I'm like a YouTube creator, or like, a gal with a camera, or I watch a lot of Netflix and Hulu and all this other stuff, but like when I watch a documentary or I watch a video, I'm like, oh, so what was the interview process like what, I love all the behind the scenes, right? So I wish they had more of that, rather than like singing and dancing and whatever. But one thing that they did have is they had a costume contest, and some of the people were dressed up as the Sanderson sisters. I've always wanted to do that with like a group of people, but the amount of money for that costume is ridiculous. Like, they're so expensive, and that they were expensive forever, but I can't even imagine like what they would be now with the with the hype of the new movie. I can't even imagine what they would be. Someone also dressed up as the mom in her Madonna costume when she wore it to the Halloween party, so that was kind of cool. But then, like, one of the other things, like, I didn't really like was that they had other costumes that, like, weren't a part of the movie, and I was like, what is this? Like, this is about Hocus Pocus. Like, why are you doing other things, But the main character, or the main character, the character who plays Billy, which is the zombie with his mouth sewn shut, said it was his first big role that he's ever gotten. Because that was the other thing. They had them all like up on stage to make like separate speeches, and they were all really thankful and really humble. And he was like, "That's the first role that I've ever had, where I've gotten recognized and blah blah blah." So, and then he was like, "Oh, I was a zombie before zombies were cool, all this other stuff." And then they go into the behind the scenes of like the special effects and stuff, and they have a little clip of how they trained the cats with like buzzers, like like a buzz sound, not to hurt them or anything, but just to know, like they were saying that they trained them that when that buzzer went off, that, ooh, Max has treats in his pocket, or Allison has treats in her pocket, so go with her, which I thought was cool, because, I love animals, so, that was fun. And then, so they did that, and then the other fun thing that they revealed was that Billy had actual moths. I can't say that word, but you know what I'm talking about. He had actual bugs inside of his mouth. Like it wasn't like fake. He had like, I guess like a sock or something similar in his mouth with the bugs inside. And then when he went to open his mouth and they went out, that was like real bugs. That wasn't just like fake. So I was like, ooh, that's dedication to a role right there. And then one of the last things I said was that Kenny Ortega, which is the man who directed and choreographed High School Musical, also did to Hocus Pocus as well. But obviously, Hocus Pocus came out first, so this was Kenny's like second big movie. He's had so many, but like I just love that he was a part of both, because I love both movies. When I tell you that I had the dance moves of High School Musical dances down pat, and this was before I even started taking dance lessons in my chair. Like this was before I started dancing on a weekly basis. I had those moves down pat when I was 8 years old, and me and my cousin, we did like a whole dance routine to the songs and stuff. So it was really good. But yeah, that is all I have to say. Honestly, you guys might be like, oh, that was a little harsh. Well, yeah, I thought it was going to be more like behind the scenes and stuff, but that's okay. That's just my like personal preference. So overall, I would maybe give this a 3 out of 5. I mean, it'd be cute to watch with like the family, I think, during all the hype of this, but yeah. But with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. Again, have a very happy Halloween, and I hope that you all enjoyed my collaborations with Brittany over the past couple of weeks, and let us know if you want us to do more, because I love working with her and she's amazing. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Bye.